think you were going to get the chance this weekend? Because winning last weekend, obviously, sometimes coaches don't like to change winning teams. Did you think you were going to get an opportunity?
I didn't think I was hoping. The preparation that I had, or the recovery that I've had since the injury against Waratahs, has been fantastic. I've had great support from Ben Serple in Canberra, and also the Canberra organisation, the ACTB Brumbies organisation. So those 4 weeks leading up to being invited into the squad last week were quite intense. So I was probably very selfish in the way I did a lot of things. I didn't do too much media. I didn't. When I spent a lot of time with the family, but not as much as I probably should have, because I wanted to be a part of this series. And I'm very fortunate to be in the position I am now.
Michael, say a few words about the guy sitting next to you. But obviously, you desperately want to play for your country. He's come in. Do you have mixed feelings? Has he given the whole team a lift coming in this week?
Yeah, definitely. He came in last week and immediately brought a great presence. I've said, quite a few times now, I've looked up to George as a player. He has a great, well-rounded game, and I was lucky enough to spend a year down with him in Canberra, and learnt a lot and had a good time down there. So, mate, it's very special that it's my first time playing with him, and everyone wants to play in that starting jersey, but if the 110 cap veteran gets it, then that'd be
So ironically, George, you come in and played with us, and Brian O'Driscoll played 2001 goes out. Thought about his predicament this year?
Oh, look, selections are made by the coaching staff and whoever's, I guess, in that role. We all, I guess, get dropped or not selected in some capacity for unforeseen reasons. I'm unsure what the reasons were there, but obviously Brian O'Driscoll's an iconic figure and an iconic person, and he is a person who lifts a squad, and I have no doubt that he'll be, behind the scenes working his magic with the squad.
What have you made of the breakdown in the series, George? It's been a bit of a mess for large parts of it.
The breakdown's always going to be played, to the edge of the law. That's happened with all games that you play in. It's the pressure can be on the referee to adjudicate that whichever way he feels the best decision is made. So for us, it's more about making sure we put ourselves in the best position possible to clean those rucks out, to make sure that we are attacking rather than being defensive in those areas.
How have you changed from 2001 the game was?
I've changed enormously. I know I've said in the past I played on instinct when I was playing in 2001. I only had, I think, 3 or 4 test matches under my belt at that time, so I was very green in terms of my gameplay and being in the right spot at the right time. I was probably in the wrong spot most of the time, but my rugby awareness is a lot better nowadays. My understanding of players, why we do things, why you run these lines, why you tackle a certain way. What's the best line to run rather than wasting 20 metres running in a different direction. There's a lot of things that you pick up along the way, and that's by playing constantly. And I've played a lot of rugby in my career, so if you're not learning, a lot of guys learn as they play the game. And if you're picking up one thing each time you're playing the game, you're getting a wealth of knowledge here. So I'm not saying I'm a perfect player or anything like that. I'm just a person that's a student of the sport.
Don't miss the third test live on Sky Sports 1 HD Saturday from 10 a.m. Watch the entire Lions tour only on Sky Sports and Now TV.